Okay, so we're going to talk about often people confuse the two, or they use them synonymously, and they're not. Tagging and at mentioning are two different things. So we're going to talk about using them effectively and knowing the difference between them. So let me get a sip of coffee and we'll get going. Okay, we're also going to talk about how you can remove yourself if you're tagged in a post. And we're going to talk about location tags and product tags. That's if you have a store on Instagram. Okay, tagging versus mentioning. The mention, which is an at, when you place an at in front of someone's name, the at symbol, that's a mention, okay? And that's usually in the comments or the content section. This is meant to get someone's attention, okay? Thanks for joining, guys. Versus tagging someone on an Instagram is done in or on the post, the original post, the image. You can tag up to 20 accounts in a post, okay? Only the content creator can tag someone in a post, but anyone could put an at mention in the content, okay? So only the content creator can tag someone in a post, but anyone can put an at mention in the content. So that's also the difference between the two. There are lots of reasons why you would tag versus mention, okay? If you mention someone, which is the at before their name in the content or copy, it shows up in regular, thanks for joining, it shows up in a regular notification feed. Now, these notification feeds, if someone gets tagged a lot, like over 100, it's going to get lost. So if they get tagged more than 100 times, your tag's going to get lost there because only 100 show up in the notification feed. So an at mention is okay, but if this is a very popular account, you're going to want to tag them. When you tag an account, it shows up in a whole separate notification. And that allows you to stand out against the other notifications. Secondly, when an account is tagged, the content is housed in a separate tab. Tagged content becomes a giant gallery of user-generated content. Okay, so it goes in a whole separate tag and it stays there, as opposed to the at mention. It's best to really at mention and tag because not everybody taps a post to see the tags in a post, but most people will see the at mention in the content, right? So it's best to do both. Now, there is tagging etiquette. If you're going to tag in a post, you don't want to tag people or products that aren't in your post. You're going to get marked as spam. You don't do it just to tag and tag and tag, right? You only want to tag people and products that are actually in your post. Otherwise, you're going to get marked as spam. Now, if you create a post and you publish it, and then you realize you forgot to tag, you can go back and tag. All you have to do is go back to your original post. You go up to the three dots in the right-hand corner. You tap on those and you go to edit. And then it will give you the option to tag. So you can go back and tag after you've published a post, which is nice. The other thing you're going to want to do is you want to add a location tag, right? This really helps you to get more exposure. It's also clickable to your audience. So someone can tap on that location and navigate the search results for that location. Also, if someone's searching that location, your post, you have a good chance of your, excuse me, your post showing up in their search. So this gives you even more exposure. So when you're creating a post, be sure to put a location. It could just be your business, right? Just tag your business and your location of your business or your town. Because anytime we're in Riverhead. So if we put Riverhead and people are searching for Riverhead, there's a good chance that my post for whatever the post is going to show up in their search. So it gives you more exposure. So be sure to use your location as well. Um, Now, for those of you that have a Instagram shop, you want to add product tags, okay? Um, these posts, you know that Instagram stores, your posts have that little shopping bag so people know it's shoppable. So if you're going to tag a product, they know they can tap it and find out more information on the product and then follow through to buy the product. So it's really important to be tagging your products in your post if you have an Instagram shop. And the other thing is, you have to make sure that your account is public. If your account is not public, nobody's going to see it. You can't have a private account and be tagging people. Nobody's going to see it. Okay? So make sure you're public. So, really, the best combination for maximum exposure, okay, is tag your business, put the at mention in the business in the caption, or people, or whoever you want to raise a red flag to, and then add a location. So do all three of those. Tag the business or the person or the product, at mention them, and then add your location. This is, thank you, great advice. Location tags are great. They are. Thank you, Sierra the Shark. So that's what you want to do. You want to do all three for maximum exposure. Okay. So just to recap, the difference between tagging and at mentioning is tagging goes onto the post itself. At mentioning goes in the content. And if you're going to at mention and it's a very popular account, they may not see it. So if you tag them, it will go into a whole separate notification and it will build a um, user generated content. All right. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. We're here every Tuesday talking about anything to do with digital marketing. We hope you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. If you've missed any of our, oh, that sun's really bright back there. If you've missed any of our Coffee Talk Tuesdays, they're all on YouTube. If you have any questions or want to learn about something, feel free to shoot us an email at info@starkmediany.com. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday and thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye. Oh, that sun is bright back there.